It's dark, cold, and you're all alone. You trudge to the land trying to find a way out, trying to return to your warm home underground. You're weary of other players, so weary in fact, that by the time you realize it, it's too late. You're cooked, my boy. A new hot game just dropped, ArcRaiders. Made by the same studio that made the finals, ArcRaiders is the employed-friendly extraction shooter that we've all been waiting for. Not only has it been dominating number-wise, but it's also $30 less than Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Now, in case you don't know what an extraction shooter is, let me break it down for you very briefly. You loot, you shoot, and you scoot?
Brother, this guy stinks!
Now, when you do go topside, you will have to worry about two main threats. The first being the robots, which are called Arc, and the second being the players. Which also leads me to my very first talking point, which has been a major talking point throughout the entire community, and that is the PvPvE. Now, as I said before, you fight Arc and players, which makes this game a PvPvE game, which is player versus environment. And it may not sound like a big deal at first, but just wait until you're getting gangbanged by 5 different squads and 7 different Arc at the same time. And I don't know about y'all, but I can't take all of that at once. A lot of players have proposed the idea of PvP and PvE only modes. And y'all are gonna hate me for this, but I don't think it needs separate modes. And I may have gotten extremely lucky, but whenever I went to fight Arc, whether it was for quests or for items, I rarely came across toxic raiders. I think over time, the community is going to slowly separate into pro PvE and pro PvP players. And it may come down to certain groups of players playing on certain maps. And I think if you guys are able to weather the storm for a few more months, I think that things will change without having to add separate modes. Now, let's put that topic to the side for a second, and let's talk about how the combat feels. This game is in third person, however, you can switch to first person, but you would be putting yourself in a severe disadvantage if you did so. And honestly, call me crazy, but I kinda like third-person shooters. Not only do you get to play fights differently in third person, but you can also see your character model, which makes it feel like I didn't waste $15 on a skin, unlike other games. The guns feel great. Every hit feels like I'm doing something. I also love the variety you have in building your loadout. You can bring nades to not only deal with players, but the Arc themselves. A zipline to traverse the world faster. And you can bring smokes to not only escape other players, but other Arc. And don't worry, if you lose all those things in a run, you can load into the next raid with a free loadout, so you don't have to risk your entire stash. Now, I have to address the Arc situation. If you already hate AI, you're gonna hate it even more after playing ArcRaiders. And in my opinion, I feel like the Arc are way worse than the real players. I feel like they're extremely tanky, even though you can pretty much nuke them with any explosive in the game. But remember, they're AI, so their attacks are unrelenting. And when they team up sometimes, it gets even scarier.
Run!
I feel like the developers of ArcRaiders are kind of foreshadowing the future of humanity when Sam Altman decides to unleash his AI army on the world. Please, please save us. Please save us, Elon Musk. Please save us from the AI army. You know, I think there's a story to this game. I think. I'm playing. There is a story, and it's quite interesting. It's not great, but for an extraction shooter like this to have a story, that's pretty impressive if you ask me. I really don't know much about the story, other than the fact that the Ark has taken over the Earth's surface, and the remainder of civilization has been forced to live underground, and they have to risk their lives topside to bring back supplies. Now, what I would love to see, and what I think we will see, are major story events. And I'm not talking about the Queen or Matriarch events that are going on right now. I'm talking about something bigger, like an invasion, where every raider has to fight for their lives against an onslaught of Ark. Embark has been doing a great job with the game so far, so I have faith in them to keep this game refreshing nonetheless. Now, this game does have a few problems, and arguably the biggest problem of them all is that the skill tree is a little confusing. They do have a description of what each skill does, but a majority of them make no sense. Or it's for a mechanic you never even knew existed. For example, there's a skill that recharges stamina faster while walking. Oh, did you think that this was walking? No. That's not walking. This is walking. You would have no idea what most of these skill points do unless you watched a video about it. Now, another problem I have with this game is the stash space, or should I say a lack thereof. 280 is not enough. My buddy had a great idea, and I kind of agree with him. I feel like they should add specialized crates, like a weapon crate, or an ammo crate, or even a medic crate. And each crate can have 15 to 20 slots, give or take, but they each hold that specific type of item. So that way, when you're trying to clear out your stash, you don't have to worry about recycling any of your precious loot. Also, a very minor change I would like to see be made, and honestly, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I would love it if they made the max party size 4 instead of 3. I just think it'd be more fun with more people.
What the fuck?
Now, this is the first extraction shooter I've ever played, and I couldn't be any happier. You can be a contributing member of society or a sweaty basement-dwelling goblin and still enjoy this game all the same. I'm super excited to see where Embark takes this game in the future, and I'm sure whatever direction they go in, it'll be great. Now, I know this may be a little early to say this, but I'm gonna give ArcRaiders an 8 out of 10. And a major part of why I gave it such a high score is because it's only $40. And if you're on the fence of either getting Black Ops 7 or ArcRaiders, I would highly recommend picking up ArcRaiders instead. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, leaving a like and subscribing would mean the world to me. And if you guys want to check out one of my previous videos, you can click on either of these boxes at the bottom of the screen. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and an even better week. And I'll see you topside, Raider.